Good day, sir. Today I am going to present my research paper on the topic barriers to implementing lean construction techniques in the sector of building construction, a case study of Surat city. With my co-author named Dr. Krupesh Chauhan. He is my research supervisor. He is a professor in SVNIT Surat, Gujarat, India. These are my content starting from introduction, need of study, objective, scope of study, methodology up to the references. First of all, introduction. What is lean? Lean is a universal term. It has different meanings in each term or subject. Lean is a term to describe an effective high performance method for managing organization and delivering their core purpose in the most effective and efficient manner. It is used as so many different tools and techniques in production and construction industry. But at the end, concept of lean is to improve productivity by minimizing waste. According to Costello in 2000, he said that lean construction is based on two production theories. One is flow and one is value. The flow, that is the concept, emphasizes on the waste reduction, while the value generation concept takes the value delivered to the customer into consideration. Need of the study. As we can see from the figure that while in manufacturing industry there are 62 percentage of activities are value added, while in construction industry we can see that there are 57 percentage of activities which are non-value added activities. This is the source taken from the Construction Industry Institute. So there is a good need to implement lean into the construction industry. Now, objective of this research paper to study the available literatures of lean construction to understand concept of lean, to identify and analyze barriers of successful implementation of lean technique, and to prioritize the barriers using multiple criteria decision making methods. Scope. The scope of present study is limited up to building construction industry of Surat. Mean item score and relative importance index method of MCDM was used to analyze and prioritize the barriers. Random sampling was done to take the feedback. The methodology is divided into total four stages. The stage one, that is literature review; stage two, that is barrier identification; stage three, that is finalization of barriers for study; and stage four, that is prioritization using MIS and RRI method. Literature review. Here there are so many literatures available for the lean concept, lean barriers, and out of that, these are the main literatures which I have taken from where I have identified work. This is the outcome of the literature review. Initially, after literature review, there was total 26 barriers which were identified. After the discussion of stakeholders of construction industry using pilot study, those 26 barriers are limited up to 20 barriers for this current research, and using MIS and RRI, those 22 barriers have been ranked. This is the mean item score method. Here V means a variable, like if the one factor is there, a total 125 responses were received. So out of 125, how many have given the 5 ratings, that is V5? How many given the value of 4, that is V4? For each individual barriers, this MIS was calculated. This is the relative importance index method. This is the equation for that. In that, W is the weightage. Here I have taken from 1 to 5. So the highest value is 5, the lowest value is 1. So this is the equation for RRI. Now this is the questionnaire distribution is done. Total 200 respondents were selected. Out of that, 125 response have been received, and out of 125 analysis is done. This is the mean item score calculated for each and every barriers. Here you can see that from right, MIS, this is the 4.32. That is the mean item score value for barrier number 1. So out of 125 respondents, the responses are taken, and using this equation of MIS, this are the calculation done for all the barriers. Same way RRI is calculated for all the barriers. Here is the comparison matrix. Like see, you can see that one barrier is the lack of support from higher authorities. According to relative importance index, that is the first, but according to mean item score, that is the second one. So here is the comparison chart of RRI and MIS ranking is done. Now conclusion. Using MIS, we can observe that 6 barriers are having values less than 2.5. There is one rule in mean item score. Those who are having the less than the 2.5 mean item score, those are not affecting very much. So in our research, there are 6 barriers which are having the 2.5 less than 2.56 MIS. Second, MIS and RI will give us the ranking of the barriers that will give us the idea on which barrier needs to take into the consideration priority phase. Those having the higher MIS and higher RI value, that needs to be targeted first to remove the impact of those barriers. Those having higher ranks are very crucial to be taken care. Both MIS and RI ranking suggest that major and crucial barriers were found to be lack of awareness, conventional practice, and lack of support from the higher authorities. These three barriers are very crucial. If we overcome these three barriers, we will be able to implement lean into the construction industry. These are the references. Thank you.